I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. We are here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in November. And I'm joined by Ralph Shearing. You have had quite a few conversations with host newsletter writers at the conference because it turns out we all like the Altaley story. So you're a popular guy.
Yeah, we've had a good story lately, so we're pretty busy.
I wanted today to talk a bit more about the long-term aspect of Altaley. You guys have a lot going on in the moment. You're finishing up construction at your Tahueto gold mine.
Correct, yep.
There's a lot of metallurgical work, test work that's going on at Campo Marauder.
Yeah, exactly.
Those things are all super important, but I think you've covered those bases quite a bit in some of your other conversations.
True enough, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about those two assets and like the exploration side, because I know when we get a chance to talk about exploration, you're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, well, I'm an exploration geologist, so I do get excited about it. But both of these projects have tremendous exploration potential.
Okay, so set the scene at Campo Marauder first. What it is and where you want to go.
Campo Marauder is a volcanogenic massive sulfide deposit, which means big pods of mineralization. These are big pods, like they're several hundred meters wide and thick, and there's numerous pods of mineralization that have been discovered so far, all kind of along a one horizon.
Yeah.
So this project has so much potential. Nearstar, the former owners, conducted a whole pile of geophysics, borehole geophysics, geochemistry on a property scale basis, but even within the underground workings of the mine, borehole geophysics outlining very large, strong anomalies to depth.
Right.
So these are targets that we need just to start drilling. They did drill a couple of them, and they hit good, thick sections of massive sulfide. So we know there's more down there. We just don't know how much.
Right.
And we need to drill it off and define the resources down there and make new discoveries. And there are at least 4 or 5 strong geophysical anomalies underneath the existing ore bodies. And then if you look at the property scale basis, all of these underground workings will fit in an area like this. And then around the project, they have identified more surface geophysical anomalies and geochemical anomalies, some of them coincident, and they need to be drilled. And any one of those could bring in new massive sulfide ore bodies to feed the mill.
Right.
So we already have like a 20-year mine life at 2,000 tons a day. If we can get drilling there, bring in more, we could probably justify an expansion to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 tons a day and make it a much bigger mine. Okay? So that's what we want to do there.
For sure. And once you already have a facility built, the bar of necessity for what makes a good deposit is lower. You you've
just got to add to it, add a bit more grinding equipment, more underground mining equipment,
and then
you can
drive in, and there you go.
Expand your potential.
Okay, what about the gold project?
Tahueto, again, it's got excellent exploration potential. Consider Tahueto as an epithermal district. And if you look at epithermal districts in Mexico, the one that always comes to mind is most notable for everybody is the San Dimas mining district.
Sure.
San Dimas has been in production 150 years, and it looks like it'll be in production for the next 150 years. They keep finding more and more veins and more mineralization. So Tahueto is slightly smaller than San Dimas. It's probably 2/3 the size as we know it now for San Dimas. And we've only really explored along one structure, and that's where we've developed our resources and reserves, which gives us a 10-year mine life with reserves, gives us a potential 20-year mine life with M&I resources, if we can increase the confidence and bring them into reserves. So, that's at 1,000 tons per day. So right away, we have some ability to expand the size of this mine. So my plan is to get going, get drilling on the structure we have, bring in more resources and reserves, and then start stepping out to the countless other veins we know are there and start to explore them, and eventually bring this to a critical stage. And I think with some exploration success and some money to drill, that within 2 to 5 years, we could get 2 or 3 times the size that we have now. So 1,000 ton a day going to 2,000 to 3,000 tons a day within the next 5 years.
Right.
But it requires exploration success.
Sure.
But based on my experience, that should come easy.
Well, that's an exciting, it's probably, it's almost hard for you to be so excited about that because you do have a bunch of things on the to-do list that have to happen in the next 6 months before you can put your attention to those exciting opportunities.
Yeah. And finish the mine construction at Tahueto, and we're on track to have that up in operation at half capacity near the end of this year.
Right.
That could be in December, it could be in early January, but it'll get on and we'll start producing some concentrate, start selling it. Then we're going to install the second ball mill in Q1, and then from there we'll be have the ability to produce up to 1,000 tons per day,
Right.
and then we'll start ramping it up to commercial production. So hopefully late next year, Q3, Q4,
Right.
we'll be able to declare commercial production at Tabaweto. And then that'll double our revenue that we're getting now from Campo Marauder.
Right.
So it's a really good story, lots of future potential. And just then we just need to have money to drill. Simple as that.
Because it turns out you've got targets.
Lots and lots of targets. And then once, and if we really look down 5 years plus, maybe even sooner than that, our stock price gets healthy, we achieve the market cap that we believe we can get to with these mines, then we can use our market cap and our stock to potentially acquire other assets.
Right, yeah.
So that's how we intend to grow the company. Organic growth on the existing projects, and we can, just with those, can make this a fairly large mining company, and then see what else we can find.
And it's fun, just as a final note here, Tabaweto is a gold project. Campo Marauder is a base metal project.
Right.
So it's, as much as it's different, it's also kind of fun as an investor for you guys to have both of those things, because it's, I mean, there's been examples in the past of base metal companies who go to acquire a gold asset so that they can get the premium that a gold company gets, but also enjoy the stability that base metal mines
Yes,
provide.
exactly. It gives us lots of flexibility. If one commodity is a lower pay than the other, and then we concentrate on mining more of that other commodity that's higher in price. So yeah, lots of flexibility, lots of good stuff. Altaley mining should be rated as a precious metal producer once Tabaweto is in full production and full stream. Well, probably well over 60% of our revenue should be coming from precious metals.
Well, thanks for the look ahead. I was going to say update, but really it's a look ahead.
Yeah, that's correct. It's very good. My pleasure. Happy to tell you, and look forward to achieving our goals.